shock of all shocks, MAGA's having another meltdown. But we've actually got multiple this week. Okay. So let's run through this really quickly. Okay. So first, MAGA started melting down because Trump was doing an interview with Laura Ingraham, and he was starting to talk about H-1Bs again, and he was talking about we need to bring Chinese people into our universities, right? And this sent the America First MAGA faithful fucking spinning. I have been all over Twitter and shit for the last couple of days, and they were losing their minds, right? Like straight up getting mad at Trump finally. They were like, oh, so this was all just bullshit. And the funny thing to me was there were so many people being like, yeah, we told you. We told you, MAGA faithful people, that this whole thing was bullshit. It was all bullshit, right? And so they've been freaking out about that interview with Laura Ingraham for a good 2 or 3 days now. Then yesterday, the House Oversight Committee got a hold of some emails that they got a hold of from the Epstein estate, approximately 22,000 of them, right, that had not been released prior to this. And so they were like, here you go, blah, and they fucking dumped all of them. Now, they did it in a stupid way in that they're not searchable. They're all image files.
Oh my God.
They're all, it's horribly organized. So I am sure that over the next few days, stuff's going to be trickling out. But a few things have already started coming out, right? There are some emails that intimate that Donald knew the whole time what Jeffrey was up to, like shock of all shocks, right? Anybody who's not part of the MAGA faithful, I don't think we really learned anything new. It confirmed a lot of things, right? It opened up some more like lines, right? But I don't think there was anything necessarily new in it. The biggest thing that you could basically say is it confirmed a lot. And what you can say is until Epstein was arrested in 2019 and, killed himself, imprisoned, this guy was running around. I mean, some of the people he's emailing are everybody from New York Times reporters to former White House counsels under Democratic administrations, people connected to the Obama administration, the Clinton administration, like the Trump administration. Like this guy was a black hole gravitational pull for people who wanted power, right? And so you really see this guy was up in some elite circles, which we kind of already knew, but it confirms he was really well connected, and that's why he got away with what he got away with for so goddamn long. Some of the YouTube chats bring up the fissure between the alliance of convenience stores. So that's the other thing that came out. This is, again, more MAGA meltdown. Yesterday, before Adelina Grijalva was sworn in, the White House summoned Lauren Boebert to the Situation Room at the White House to try and convince her to take her name off that damn discharge position. They were calling Nancy Mace, and apparently she was just ducking their phone calls for 3 days. They were trying to get those two to take their names off the discharge petition before Adelina Grijalva was sworn in, because they knew the minute she was sworn in, her name was going on that thing. Yesterday, she was sworn in, and her name went on it. And, to actually my surprise, neither Nancy Mace nor Lauren Boebert pulled their names off. Right? So the discharge petition is going through. Supposedly it's going to get voted on next week. And the rumor that's going around the Republican caucus right now is that it's not going to just be the 218. That there's about 40 to 50 more Republicans that when it hits the floor are going to vote yes. So that's kind of the broad overview. Jay, you saw, I'm sure, all this stuff kind of floating around. I guess a few questions to you. Were you surprised by anything that came out of those emails, first off?
I mean, no. Um, Definitely not yet. I mean, like you said, there's a lot to go through. I didn't realize that they were all like image files, right? Um, which like, I mean, I can write a Python script to take in all the image files and translate them into a Word doc, by the way. But I'm sure someone's already done it and they're already combing through it. But I didn't learn anything. The thing that really is disgusting to me is calling women up and urging them to like change their vote so that the Epstein files are not released is like the most disgusting thing that I don't know. I want to say this is the most disgusting thing I've seen from our little Cheeto man, but I'm sure that's not true.
To me, what's interesting about this is they're talking out both sides of their mouths, right? They're simultaneously being like, "What? There's nothing to worry about. Trump, it's fine." Like, what? We've already told you everything. There's nothing to see here, right? While at the same time trying to do everything in their power to make sure this discharge petition doesn't happen, right? Which makes them look guilty as shit, right? And the MAGA on that side, they're sticking to the talking points. Like, see, there's nothing in here that says he specifically raped a little girl, like, but it's like, yeah, but the whole thing is adding up, right? At the very least, you knew everything. You knew everything, Donnie. You knew. Okay? And you've been defending him and you've been defending Ghislaine and you knew all of it. Um, what do you think of that? Do you think that the rumor is true that when the vote finally comes out next week, they're going to have 40 or 50 more Republicans jump on? Do you think this is finally the cracks starting to show?
I
Between this and the election results last week, I don't think this White House has been weaker.
yeah, I feel like you have to change your vote. You already know it's getting released. Like it's not you can't stop it. And
Oh, see, I think they can. I think they're going to stop it. I don't think they're actually going to come out. Cause let's go, spicy Mr. Rogers. Right?
oh god.
Okay. So we got at least 218 votes in the House. That's awesome. Right? So it's going to pass the House. That same bill has to go to the Senate and not be filibustered. In order for it to not be filibustered, you got to have every Democrat plus 12 Republicans decide, yeah, we're going to let this vote go through, right? Because you got to get past that pesky filibuster that we were just talking about with the shutdown. And even then it has to go to Donald Trump's desk. And you think he's not going to veto it? Okay. So he vetoes it. Now it goes back. Now you need to get a veto proof majority in the Senate. You got to get 66 senators to go, yep, fuck you. We're doing this. And I don't see it happening. I think the cracks are showing, but I don't think you're going to get 18 Republicans in the Senate to dump on him now. Not yet.
I don't know. You know? Uh I don't know. I we we've seen crazier stuff. Like we really have. Like we're living in a world of Baja Blast Pie, and we're living in a world where Anakin went within 30 minutes to just hacking and slashing younglings in the Jedi Temple. It, I, maybe I'm too optimistic. I need to go back to being hangry, but I don't know. I think there's hope, you know?
I mean, I kind of hope I'm wrong, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of hope I'm wrong. Um, I really do, but I think it's gonna get to him. He's gonna veto it. And now here's the thing that could put another crack in the armor, right? Like again, this White House right now, the fact that he couldn't get Boebert or Nancy Mace to back off, that means that they're politically the White House is weak right now, and everybody knows it.
I mean, in the world of cracks, like this is a pretty gaping crack.
Well, and again, I think after the election results last week, after the whole Utah thing, the California thing, I think everything else, I think the Republicans are almost to the point where they're about this close to just giving up on the midterms, where they're just like, we know we're screwed and there's nothing we can do about it. So fuck it. And so he's already a lame duck. He can't run for re-election, right? His agenda's been completely derailed. It looks like the Supreme Court's going to overturn the whole tariff thing, and they don't have the fucking votes to institute it through the Senate. It's not going to happen, right? They've shown that the Senate just, they don't have the willpower there. They're not going to nuke the filibuster, right? Because there's enough Senate Republicans that are worried that they're going to be in the minority soon. And that tells you what they're thinking about. They're like, fuck, man, we're going to be in the minority soon. How many Senate seats are up in 2026? 33 seats with a lot of Republican incumbents. What do I see? North Carolina could be a problem for the Republicans. Ohio could be a problem for the Republicans. Believe it or not, Florida might turn into a problem for the Republicans.
I don't know. I think that's a. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Colorado could be a problem. Oregon's going to be another Democrat. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be some problems with them. I don't know which way this is going to swing. The Democrats have to net, 3 seats? Where could they do it? Who is the weakest ones? North Carolina. Ohio was only an R+5. Alaska's an R+6. Florida's an R+5. I think they can hold on to Georgia. Michigan they can hold on to. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
Somebody in the YouTube chat brought about Yang or Elon leaping down from the shadows to take him down politically. Elon already basically threw it out there once, if you remember, a couple of months ago. This might have been 6 months ago. As he was getting pushed out of the White House, Elon very publicly said, he's like, yep, he's in the Epstein files. He absolutely is in the Epstein files. Elon already said it. Answer another question. Maine, yeah, I think Collins could finally lose her seat. I think it's possible. And Ohio's a pickup. There's a chance to pick up the Senate. I think the House is pretty much. I think that the Republicans have basically said that's a foregone conclusion that they're going to lose the House. I don't think they care. I think this thing got out of control for them. I think this administration went so far, so fast that they just... It's been a dumpster fire. Oh, also apparently affordability is a con job. Just to throw that out there too. You know.
I do love when he learned the word affordability. I really love the fact that like our little baby president, when he learns like a new word like groceries and affordability, it's like my favorite thing. I still can't understand how to order this Baja Blast pie.
You have to go online. You have to go in person.
Yeah, but I can't even like order it
No,
online.
you have to go in person. See, Jay's still in this Baja Blast place, so we're gonna leave politics alone, right? For more of that, watch the entire live stream. What do you guys think? Has the MAGA meltdown just begun? Let us know what you think down in the comments below.